I do like it when some of the fans give me a bottle of Irn Bru. I do get a bottle of Irn Bru occasionally after a game.
Irn Bru?
Right.
Erin, you have not done your work as a friend.
Are you joking me, mate?
No.
Are you actually joking me? Irn Bru, the national drink of Scotland. It's the only country in the world where Coca-Cola is not the main drink. The only country in the world. It's orange. I can't explain the flavour, but you're going to need to try it. And I will be getting a bottle of Irn Bru for you tomorrow because that is absolutely a disgraceful comment. That is a disgraceful comment.
I'm Caz De Moraes and welcome to episode 1 of We Are Chelsea, a brand new podcast that will take you behind the scenes of one of the most successful women's team in England. You'll get to know the players, what happens on and off the pitch, how they got to where they are now, who knows their Irn Brus from their pigs in blankets, and it's for all football fans. You'll get to interact directly with the players and become part of the biggest community in women's football, because we are Chelsea. Right, so I'm going to make all the listeners so jealous right now because I'm sat in the team meeting room and I'm with Chelsea teammates Erin Cuthbert and GURO REITEN. Did I say that right?
GURO REITEN.
GURO REITEN.
That was the same.
Yeah, it's good.
I tried to put on a Scandinavian accent as well. Did it sound Welsh?
No, it was decent.
How do you say it, Erin?
GURO REITEN.
That's very good.
She likes, she's impressed.
Yes, but she's my bestie, so.
Oh,
Cute. You normally don't admit that in front of me.
No, I know.
a lot of love in the room.
I'll take what I can get these days. Scandies are a bit cold, so.
Come on.
What? It's true.
Are we cold?
A little bit.
We're nice.
Non-PDA type of people.
A PDA, yeah.
Yeah.
You'd prefer to her to show you a lot more affection.
Yeah.
Whenever
Physical touch.
Physical touch?
Not like that, but like.
my God. Like, just,
Erin's like, my
let's
love
not
language
start.
is physical touch.
I think we need to cut that out because the fans thinks that we're a couple anyway, so.
Just give me a hug in the morning and I'll be good.
But I give you a hug.
Yeah,
and I tell you you're cute when you brush your hair and you're so happy.
I am.
Yeah.
And when she doesn't brush her hair, you just stay
No.
silent.
Just like now.
It's just a normal day then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you guys remember when you first met? What were your first impressions of each other?
I don't remember actually meeting Guro at Chelsea. I actually have no memory of it, but I remember 1 year before she actually joined Chelsea, we played Norway in La Manga. I don't think I've ever told you this.
No, you haven't.
And she was the best player by a country mile in that Norway game we played against Scotland. Well, we played against Norway, of course, but she was the standout. I remember her. She was in the number 10. She was pulling the strings, and I was thinking, who is this player? She was quite small. You were a bit smaller back then, in terms of height. But
maybe that's just your memory.
Yeah, maybe that's just my memory. And maybe because I'm smaller, I think everyone else is smaller.
Yeah, well, I'm taller than you.
But yeah, you are significantly. But yeah, she was the best player now. As soon as I said that we'd signed Guro, I was like, oh, I know exactly who that is. I was like, oh, that's a good signing for us.
Nice.
Wow.
You don't remember? I've never told you.
You never told me this.
Yeah, there you go.
Aww. It's all coming out.
That's
it's all coming
cute.
out.
That is cute.
I
I'm
actually.
waiting for my hug.
Yeah.
But
No, but I actually don't remember first time I met you either. But in the beginning of my Chelsea career, I was like, there was so much new stuff going on. New people, had to learn everything, where to be, what's gonna happen, meetings, everything in English. It was a lot in the beginning, so I don't remember the first months.
I remember. I have a memory now of you being like super shy.
Yeah, I was
didn't
shy
want,
in the beginning.
She wasn't comfortable speaking in the language, and I totally understand, because when it's someone that's coming outside their country for the first time, all you've ever spoke is Norwegian, and then she comes here and nobody speaks Norwegian except Maren and Maria at the time.
Yeah.
And no one else really speaks. So
Magda was here.
Magda, so you've not really got like home comforts as you like, so you kind of gravitate towards the people that you can speak to. So maybe we weren't as close in the beginning, but I think as she improved, it became apparently clear that we were going to be pretty good friends.
It's also challenging when you like talking about language, because yes, we learn English in school in Norway, but coming over here and then listening to all the different accent, and it's so much information. I remember sitting at the lunch table and there was a conversation and I had to like first translate, understand, then come up with something to say, translate it back, and by then the conversation was long gone. So I kind of just sat there in the beginning, just getting used to being here. But yeah, after a while we find each other.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, did you find it difficult to understand Erin's accent?
Yes. Of course, who doesn't? And especially after you've been home or with talking to your dad, it's like, what are you saying?
The ironic thing is, everyone, when I go away with the national teams, you sound so English. Honestly, every time I go away, they're like, what has happened to you? Where does that voice come from? And then whenever I'm here, everyone's like, oh, you're so Scottish, I can't understand you. Like, the contrasts are crazy. When I go home, everyone's like, what's that accent you're putting on? I'm like, it's just me now. I think as I've lived here for 8 years, I've become significantly softer. I used to, when I first joined, no one understood a word I said. In meetings, I couldn't contribute anything. Like, it was that strong that even the English speakers couldn't actually understand what I'm saying, because the dialect in Scotland's different, and if you only speak certain dialect all the time, then you're going to speak it down here and you expect everyone to speak it, and no one does. So it took a bit of adjustment, to be honest. And when my mum comes down and visits, everyone just smiles and waves and nods at her like, yeah, I understand what you say.
Do you remember you and your dad having coffee after a game?
Yeah.
And I was literally just sitting there because it was so fast. I didn't understand a word. And that's from last season, I think. So I've been here 4 years. I was like, oh my God, I'm not even going to try because it's crazy. It's like a different language. Yeah, it is. And he's got a bit of Northern Irish in him as well.
Oh, wow.
So my dad's Northern Irish.
Parshar.
So he's gone for Parshar. That's it. He's honestly, it's like, we Irn. He calls me Irn sometimes.
He calls you Irn?
Like, yeah, that's his accent.
Oh.
He wouldn't say Erin, he would say Irn.
Irn.
So it's very cute, and all my family in Northern Ireland call me that. So they miss out the I in the pronunciation, but yeah, it's super nice. Like, it's just when when they come down, no one understands them, and I think there's something funny in that, because I can basically still speak English and I can have a private conversation with my parents and my family, and no one can understand it. So there's definitely beauty in that. I think now that I've been here so long, I will never lose the accent, never lose a Scottish accent.
Yeah, I don't think you should. I quite like that.
Me too.
About the Irish as well. I feel like the Irish really hold on to their accents, and I love it. I think it's great.
Yeah, my dad's been in Scotland, I think, for like almost 40 years, and he's still got the Northern Irish twang. So
good. I'm
hoping I keep up the same in London.
Although I wanted to ask you, because I hear that you love singing. Do you sing in a Scottish accent, or do you sing in an American accent, or what accent?
I think I sing in cat, to be honest. The tone, like cats screaming. We do make a joke about me singing. I think it's been maybe in previous seasons I've sang a little bit more. Just try to save the vocal cords now. I need to be a bit more of a leader on the pitch. I need to save the vocals.
What's this with you and Noah Khan?
Oh yeah, little link up. Yeah.
What happened? Tell me.
It was proper cool. Just had a media day. And found out he was actually there getting a tour, doing a few bits at Stamford Bridge at the same time. So, of course, when the opportunity comes to meet Noah Khan, then you don't say no. So we had a good bit of banter back and forth. He was a top lad, and I love his music. So it was a privilege to meet him that day.
Were you there?
No.
I bet you've heard Erin sing quite a lot.
Yeah, many times.
And I kind of Noah Khan like tone. Like, that's my type of song, slow, little bit of Adele. I can be the female, no, I can.
Did you say Adele? Did you say you sing like Adele?
No,
she thinks she's Adele.
Comparatively,
I've said that before.
Comparatively, I sing Adele's songs. That doesn't mean I sing like Adele.
But the best thing about it isn't like the singing; it's your face and your expressions, because you think.
I have to shut my eyes. I have to concentrate because I can see.
What's your favourite song to sing? I mean, I'm going to have to make you sing something.
No,
I'm going to have to sing
I need to save the vocals.
You close your eyes when you sing?
Probably. I think I do, because I know that they're all laughing at me. So in order to get in the zone, because whenever anyone's sad, they just ask, Erin, can we get a song if they're ever sad?
I'm sad.
No.
Like, what was your initiation song?
is every single Scots initiation song, 500 Miles
Oh, okay.
by the Proclaimers. I feel like that's just a classic. Got
It
up the
is.
front, got everyone, foot stepping in the bus. It
Okay.
was, it was top tier. But it doesn't matter how you own that. You can absolutely destroy the song and it still be legendary. So I'm like,
Yeah,
to
that's
think,
a good one.
Yeah, it's perfect, right?
Yeah.
And everyone knows the words, even the foreigners, like 500 miles.
Mm-hmm.
What was your
I'm not
initiation song?
Ooh. I don't remember.
No,
I did it
wasn't
with
as good as
Anne.
mine then.
No, it wasn't.
You did it with Anne.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't as good as mine then.
Well, I should tell you a little bit about the podcast and why we're doing it. It's because we want it to be for the fans, about the fans. We want to engage with the fans. So my next question is obviously going to be, what do you guys think of the fans? What's your relationship like with the fans? How does it feel when you meet the fans, when they come up to you? Talk to me about the fans.
I think I personally have such a great affinity with the fans. Since I joined the club, there wasn't as many as there is now, and I think to kind of go through that journey with all the loyal fans we had since the beginning is something really special, and I think them personally grown the game so much and grown the fan base to levels that I never thought even we were capable of. So I certainly have a great affinity for the fans. I think football without fans is nothing. I get it. I'm a big fan of a football team myself, so I know what it means to support a club, and I know what it means for the players to give everything. So I think as long as we're doing that every day, the fans will keep coming back.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What about for you?
Yeah, football is not the same. We experienced that during COVID, where no one was allowed to be in the stadium. They create an atmosphere, and we can, like, when you're playing, they give you that extra energy on the pitch to run that extra meter. So yeah, our fans, they are so loyal. They travel everywhere. We love them.
I guess we want this to be a vehicle where they can feel part of the team, but really part of the team. Because I think back to, I mean, I'm older than you guys, but I'm guessing for you guys too. When you were a lot younger, being a fan, there was a bit of a distance between you and the people that you admired or you looked up to. You couldn't just reach out on social media the way you can now. You couldn't just listen to the two of you just talking about you singing, how you met, the first time you did this or that. So I guess what's nice is that we can close that gap so that they can feel closer to the people that they look up to and that they love. And we're also going to have a segment which is all of their questions. They can ask you things. Because imagine what it would have been like if you could have asked your heroes growing up and you could have heard them literally in your ear answering exactly what you wanted to ask them. It'd feel a bit unreal, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I certainly would love it. I grew up with idols that lived really close, so I was lucky enough to have my idol lived close. I actually don't know if you've ever heard the story or seen the story, but I actually tweeted Carly Telford.
Did you?
Yeah, and
What?
she replied. Did I tell you that? No. I think literally 15 years ago, great saves in the FA Cup final or something like that. And she replied thanks, and honestly that was one of the best days of my life when she replied. And now I'm lucky enough to call her one of my best mates. So these things do happen. I think we need to strike a balance between accessibility and too much, because I think our primary job is performing for the fans on the pitch and give them a product we want to see.
Yeah.
And I think secondary to that is giving them accessibility in terms of signing things at the end. And I think women's football is lucky enough compared with the men's team that they get more accessibility. But it's just striking a balance between what's too much, because I think with the game growing at the speed it is, maybe we can't sort of keep up the same level of signings and photographs that we do, because we need to eat a certain amount of time straight after the game. We have games in quick succession. We need to recover quicker. But as long as they know that we still appreciate them and we still want them to keep turning up, and we want to give them a product on the pitch that is what they deserve and what they deserve to see. So to continually showing up, hopefully, is enough. And as long as we keep winning for them, I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's a really good point.
Word.
Boom! Mic drop
She
from
liked
Erin.
that one.
Yes, love that one.
But it is a good point, because people will sometimes forget that you need to go and you need to eat and you need to kind of recover, or you need to get into massage very quickly, just because it's a physical game as well as a mental game, and we forget that our bodies you need to look after them, you need to nourish them, you need to have physical treatment, otherwise you're not going to be able to come back and play in the next few days, depending on
exactly. And like you say, the fans expect you to come back 3 days later and be able to give your best. So in order to do that, certain things have to give. And, you know, if you've been out in a game and it's been freezing cold for 90 minutes and you've been running around and then you stop and you're freezing, it's hard to sign things for so long, or it's raining. But just as long as they know we still appreciate them, we might not always be able to live up to their expectations on that front. But I think the main thing is performing on the pitch and to continually give them success. And I think that's what we need from the fans and what they need from us.
But then now a bit of juiciness. What is the craziest thing you ever received from a fan? Or that a fan has ever done? I'm going to go to GURO first.
I know she's not going to say it, but I know what it is.
Yeah, but I can't say it.
No, we can never ever say it. So there's some things I'm sorry, what
on social media you can send and write stuff that
Did you receive some explicit?
Yeah,
something that I really want. So
okay.
to say it like that.
I mean, I don't think I've received anything like unwarranted. I think everything's sort of been within reason. I do like it when some of the fans give me a bottle of Irn Bru. I do get a bottle of Irn Bru occasionally after a game.
Irn Bru?
Right.
Erin, you have not done your work as a friend.
Are you joking me, mate? Are you actually joking me? Irn Bru, the national drink of Scotland. It's the only country in the world where Coca-Cola is not the main drink. The only country in the world. It's orange. I can't explain the flavour, but you're going to need to try it. And I will be getting a bottle of Irn Bru for you tomorrow, because that is absolutely a disgraceful comment. That is a disgraceful comment.
I mean, I wish you could see your face right now. You look livid.
It's in every shop here as well.
I've never seen it.
I think I don't even blame her. I blame you.
Thank you.
Everyone takes the foreigner side. That's right. That's how it goes.
Irn Bru.
That's shocking. Irn Bru. And it's orange, the juice.
The juice. I love that you've called it the juice.
I basically drink it like water, so I used to anyway. I'm an athlete now, but whenever you're going to bed, wee bottle of Irn Bru, or just woke up in the morning, wee canny Irn Bru. Nothing better, honestly. I think the Scots drink it like water, to be fair.
Well, I tell you what, the next time I see you, I want a full review on what you think Irn Bru is like.
I'm getting one tomorrow, so
yeah, I'm so upset by that. That's bothered me.
Okay, well, moving quickly on. Let's talk about the best chance, or how does it make you feel when you hear the fans really roar and really bring incredible atmosphere and you're on the pitch? Because people like me will never really know.
No, it's something extra. I love being in the tunnel and walking out and you can hear the fans. It's like, it's the best feeling. It's hard to describe. It's the adrenaline. I think it's parts of the game that when you retire you're gonna miss the most.
Yeah.
It's just a feeling that it's so hard to explain.
Yeah, I think if you could bottle that up and put it up in a jar and just let it out whenever you just need a little pickup, because the adrenaline that rushes through your body is something that cannot be replicated in any walk of life. And I think nobody, unless you're a professional footballer, really understands that feeling. And I think it only comes from the fans. I didn't get the same feeling when I walked out the tunnel in COVID when there was no fans. It only comes from the fans. And I think the energy that they give us is just as important as the energy that we give them. So, but it only they come hand in hand. We have to give them energy first before they give back. And like Guro said, it's a feeling you can't replicate.
It's funny that you said that about retired players, because whenever I speak to retired players, no matter how successful their career has been, doesn't matter what accolade, they always say, I just miss hearing the fans while I'm on the pitch. And yeah, it just sounds like, I wish I could experience that, but there's only, a few people who do, and you guys are lucky enough to experience it at the absolute top.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I mean,
it's special.
if you asked a little girl from Irvine that was grown up just wanting to play football from Ayrshire to walk out in front of thousands of Chelsea fans, I would have bit your hand off. I'd have said you're crazy. So it's just a great honour to do that, and I'm sure Guro's the same. Little girl from Sundersora. That was
That was very. I think that was very
She
good.
doesn't even know Irn Bru, and I know where she's from. It's got all the accents and everything in it. That's shocking, isn't it? See?
That's bad. Sorry.
That's fine. I'll forgive you. Sundersora? Right.
Very
That is
good.
pretty good, right?
That is very good.
I know my teammates.
It's very
Shame
good.
about you.
She's not going to let you live this down anytime soon. When we finish here, I'll go and buy you some Irn Bru to end this. Otherwise, I fear the friendship might be over.
Yeah, me too.
I did talk about, though, there being some questions from the fans. Are you ready? Are you apprehensive about what they might ask you?
Yes.
Are you actually? Okay, well.
Give me your worst.
Well, I'm gonna give you all. This is from Anne Marie King, and this is a question for Erin. Which parts of Scotland would you, or would she, she's talking to you, would you recommend exploring further? I think it's quite hard. Scotland's very beautiful.
Scotland is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. I truly believe that.
Behind Norway. Right.
I'm just not speaking to you at the minute. It's my question. Honestly, during COVID, couldn't go away, couldn't travel, so I went up, done part of the NC 500, and some of the places were out of this world. And I had never ever been to Northern Scotland or the Highlands or anything like that. But I went to, I think, Skye. I camped in Skye, and the Skye was utterly unbelievable. So I definitely would go see parts of that again. The Highlands were spectacular. Some of the views in the mountains was next level. I mean, Guro's going to trump that with her mountains, but I think Scotland just is a bit of a natural beauty, to be honest.
Well, it's
Well,
not a
didn't
question.
do you remember you posted that photo?
Yes.
And then I posted mine.
Yes.
And what did you say?
I don't remember.
Okay. Both are nice countries.
Yeah, they are. I genuinely believe Scotland is, there's so much like hidden gems up that sort of area. You know, we all talk about Glasgow and Edinburgh and stuff, but the Highlands and Loch Lomond as well, it's just immaculate. It's so still. And when you come from the hustle and bustle of London to then go up there and have pure tranquility, like, it's proper special.
So in the UK, that's where we're recommending people go.
Yes.
But if we're going abroad, it's Norway all the way.
Yes.
If you want to freeze to death.
I went to Norway last January, and it was absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
It was just beautiful.
It's beautiful.
So just wrap up warm. But my question for you, Guro, from Sophie Beagley: if you could sign any player at Chelsea, who would you pick?
Ooh.
And then also, as a side note, her second one is, what is your favourite English meal or snack? But we'll go with the player first.
The player. I mean, I would sign Bonmati. She's been the best player the last couple of years. She's unreal. Would be nice having her play next to you, huh?
Wouldn't mind. Wouldn't mind.
Yeah. And meal snack. It's not Irn Bru or whatever you call it.
Whatever you call it. How rude. How rude.
Meal. I mean, I know roast dinner. That's
Yeah.
your thing.
We had that today.
Yeah, we had it today.
Oh, did you for lunch?
Yeah. That's
love
quite nice.
What meat did you go for?
Turkey.
Oh,
A gammon.
nice.
Do you like a
Nice.
Yorkshire pudding?
Is that the bread thing?
Yeah.
No, not my favorite.
Okay, good.
I'll skip that.
It's not a
my
Scottish thing
favourite.
either.
Yeah, it's not my favourite either.
And there you have a funny name for the sausage and the bacon.
Pigs in blankets.
The sausage and the bacon.
Pigs. Yeah.
Pigs and blanket.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, it quite literally is
Yeah.
a pig in a blanket. I'm sorry.
It's bad.
I know.
But I
Did you
would-
have gravy with it?
Yeah.
Have you had gravy before?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Well, you say that. Oscar, when he was at Chelsea, had never had it. And he tasted it. And he went, is it like melted meat?
It does taste like meat, to be fair.
He was it blew his mind.
It's quite beefy, right? Beef
Yeah.
gravy, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So I go with roasted dinner then.
Roasted dinner. It's
I-
a roast dinner.
Roast dinner. Sorry.
Brilliant. I can see why she didn't want to speak at the start when she first joined.
True. To be fair, we rinse her for some of her pronunciation.
Yeah.
Now that she's at the level where we can joke and we're friends, she gets it really tight from us, to be fair.
Yeah.
And I mean, your English is phenomenal.
No,
It is.
It is. It's
all right.
phenomenal. The fact
I
that
say some wrong things here and there, but I mean, you correct me.
You
and
said
I
something
learn
the other day. What was it?
something funny, probably.
Yeah, she did. The pronunciation was shocking. But like her English is amazing. She doesn't get enough credit for it. It is literally perfect. She can understand everything. She can pass on information. She can pass on tactics. Like everything that she needs to know, she's got, and she's basically a native now, I would say.
Thank you.
Yeah.
all the
Credit
compliments
to
for you.
Learning
So
languages
many
is cool.
compliments.
Yeah.
But it's true, because I think a lot of foreign players or people come and they're embarrassed and they don't want to speak English because they're worried. But to be honest, English people abroad, the majority don't have the linguistic skills needed. So do not feel embarrassed when trying to speak
Yeah, I
a
know.
language here.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like Millie trying to say good morning in Spanish. Buenos dias.
Yeah, I know. It's
To
funny.
Myra.
But you speak Spanish.
No, a little bit.
Do
I'm trying to
you?
learn. Yeah, I'm learning.
Oh, what can you
She's
say in
very
Spanish?
good.
A fair bit of
Speaks
Spanish.
with Myra every day.
Yeah, I try and
Do you?
communicate with Myra because she's not got a lot of people on the pitch to actually speak to. Hannah speaks good Spanish, but Hannah and Myra are on opposite sides of the pitch, so I'm like the middleman that tries to pass on information.
Oh, that's brilliant. I would love to be a fly on the wall watching you learn Spanish.
It's quite eventful. It is chaos, as is everything in my life. But I just think it's great because I go to Spain every year for my holidays, and I just think we're a bit ignorant as British people
Oh,
to
I was
not
gonna
learn.
say that.
No,
Yeah.
we are. It's alright. I'll say it. Since
Yeah.
we are a bit ignorant when we go on holiday. We just say, "Can I have a beer, please?" or something. And everything we expect to be in English. So I think even if you try and make the effort, it can go a long way.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, something about the effort.
Mhm.
You just expect everyone to speak English, and then what are you gonna give back?
Exactly. Exactly. For the record, I do speak
then
multiple
I have
languages.
a question for you.
Oh, she's got a quick. All right,
Go on.
GURO REITEN fan.
Guro's
We've got
a
a fan
what
question
do
coming
you
in.
ask me every day
Oh.
by the coffee machine?
Kam de la café, was is snel? Hey!
What does that mean?
Can you make me a coffee, please?
Every day.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. Just little words that
Yeah.
just remind her of home.
Oh,
Look at
they are
Erin.
cute.
You
Yeah.
can
Try
go to
learn.
Norway now.
Yeah, I can. Millie can do it as well, but the pronunciation maybe isn't as good.
No.
The Northern English accent, I feel it really tends to struggle with languages.
I'll ask her later.
Yeah, you. Please do ask her to say "Buenos dias" in
say-
in Spanish.
Erin says.
Yes, you can. To be fair, she'll probably slag me. It's nothing I'm not used to.
Well, the next question is from David. It's a nice, easy one. Where would you like to go on holiday? That's for you, Erin.
I haven't. I'm going this year in the summer. I'm going back to Greece. I remember going there as a kid, and I'm taking my mum on holiday this year, this summer. So I think definitely want to go there, and with my mum, it's going to be the best company ever. So cannot wait.
Where in
to go.
Greece?
Is Zakynthos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going there, and I remember all those times I used to go as a kid, and I haven't been in so many years to Greece. So I'm lucky enough to be able to go with my mum this summer.
Oh, looking forward to seeing your holiday snaps on Instagram.
There'll be plenty.
And Guro, from Stephen, why are you always the first player to be ready for the pre-match team photo?
Oh. Yeah, how do I answer that? Honestly, I don't know. When we get ready, I see Harriet. She's like guiding me. There's the photo. Get down. And then I just stay there. And the funny thing is, I was looking back to because this came up last year when people started to notice it. But I checked photos from 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I did the same thing.
It is just a GURO REITEN.
Thing?
GURO REITEN. It is just a GURO thing. Like, it's her trademark now. Everyone has their little things, and I think
Yeah.
GURO's like,
Get down, get ready, let's
Yeah.
go.
and if you don't do that, you'll probably think you're going to have a terrible game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so
So
it's a bit
yeah.
of superstition.
I have so many of them.
Do you?
So yeah.
What's your biggest one?
No, it's like I have timings during the day where I have to have food, coffee. It's exactly the same every time. Fix my hair, makeup, do this, that. It's, yeah. I have
one
a
of
lot
20 coffees. Guro's the only person who's, when we're driving home from an away game at midnight, anybody want a coffee? I'm like,
I
no,
love my
hon, I'm
coffee."
trying to sleep. She could have coffee on tap, this girl, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen a person consume as much coffee and caffeine as this girl does and still manage to sleep.
Wow.
It's impressive.
Even our sleep expert told me that. She was like, how do you sleep? I was like, no, I'm just used to it. I love
You're
coffee.
like, you're the expert.
How many
tell
would you
me.
have?
Well,
Double figures.
but I'm cutting down a bit. I would say 8. 8 a day.
You have 8 coffees a day.
And that's her cutting down, just to be clear.
You have 8 coffees a day.
Coffee's my thing. Oh, it's waking up in the morning, having your coffee in bed. Living my best life.
I'm going to really disappoint you. I don't drink coffee.
Wow.
I know.
Because I don't drink tea at all.
Okay.
I don't like tea.
Okay. I mean, I now drink coffee maybe if my baby has been up all night. Otherwise, it just makes me shake. Like, it really affects me, coffee. I find it like, clearly I need a bit of Reiten blood.
Yeah, you do. You honestly do.
Yeah,
Well,
no, I
the
love
next
my
question
coffees.
is to Erin from Lawrence.
Yep.
Who is your favourite male player?
Ooh. Used to be Eden Hazard
Yeah.
when he was here. And Kante. Oh, I absolutely love Kante. I adore the way he plays.
Yeah.
Like,
too.
honestly, give me that engine.
And as a person.
Yes,
Yeah.
just such a sweetheart. The Mini Cooper.
Yeah.
Every day. Killed me. Driving in the Mini. Honestly. That was something special. Just to get a little wave from the car sometimes. It's very cute. Now I would probably say Enzo. I kind of look towards players in my position.
Okay.
As you naturally do,
Yeah.
because you gravitate to see what they do, their movements or runs, what they do on and off the ball. And I really appreciate his work off the ball that he does. He works hard for the team, but I think he's an incredibly technical player, and his availability since he joined the club and how he manages to keep going every 3 days is pretty impressive.
Nice. Guru, I'm going to start racing through these because I want to get through them all. From Michael, what's your favourite type of music as well as your favourite holiday destination?
Favorite music. Whenever I go home, I just need to chill, so I listen to something acoustic, slow,
Noah Khan?
Norwegian,
Okay.
maybe
Okay.
something like that.
Okay. Who's in charge of the music in the changing room? Or
Not
like
me.
Bit of a contentious issue at the moment,
Oh,
to be
is it?
honest.
Okay.
It's changing hands each
Oh.
week.
Okay.
We've got Mia sometimes uses it, Jess, me, Millie, LJ, Fran, Kadisha. It's been changing, and nobody seems to be happy. So I feel like we're going to have to make a collaborative playlist that everyone can contribute their music to, because we all have such different music tastes. So I think we're going to have to bring that one up.
Yeah, you might have to have a bit of a vote.
I'm staying away from that.
Yeah, I could see actually
Yeah.
that you were like, I'm going to stay well away. Erin from Paul, would you have taken up another sport if you were not a footballer? Would it
Aye.
have potentially been golf?
Yeah, golf. There's absolutely no question. I love my golf. I love getting out. It's maybe if it was professional, maybe I wouldn't love it as much, because
Okay.
I just love it as a casual thing. Love it for fun, getting out. You know, football's a really stressful game. See, when the games are coming, the pressure is, you know, you can sometimes feel like you're drowning. So I think getting out, getting into space, into the open air is really good for my head. And just
Okay.
playing a bit of golf, like you hit a great shot and then a minute later you hit a bad shot. But I think that's the joys of being a casual golfer, and you're playing with your friends. Like, you can have such a laugh, and I really don't get that anywhere else, because football's pretty serious going.
Who do you play with?
I'm a member of a golf club, and I have friends
You
there.
have golfing friends.
Yeah, I do have golfing friends. That's what happens when you live here for 8 years now.
And Guru, I think this is brilliant from Jackie. Have you trademarked GURO? Like GURO.
No, I haven't.
Erin's not impressed, Jackie. Erin's not impressed.
No, honestly, I've been like thinking about my celebration, but whenever I score a goal, I just get so happy. So, so I just scream. It's just passion.
Yeah, she's got a lot of passion.
Yeah.
You know, this girl wears her emotions on her sleeve.
Yeah,
Happy, sad, excited, shocked,
you don't have
angry.
to ask. You can see it.
You can see it.
Oh, look, I could chat to you two all day. I absolutely loved having you on. Thank you so much. Thank you for being honest. Thank you for telling me stories. I will catch up with you further down the season. But thank you so much. I want to give you a little round of applause, but it's just me, so you don't get a whole room full of applause.
It's all right. She can give me some PDA to finish.
There we go.
Brilliant.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for listening to our first episode of We Are Chelsea. Each week, we're going to be giving you reaction to games, answering your questions and getting to know the team that little bit better. So we'll be back next week with a big one, as we'll be chatting to the squad about their match against Arsenal. Thanks so much for listening to We Are Chelsea.